When you're using the screen in the studio, it's very important to adjust the screen height to your height. And in this case, the screen is a little bit too high for me. One rule of thumb is that your shoulders should be in the middle of the screen. You can adjust it on the side. You adjust the screen height on the back of the screen by pushing the buttons up or down. One way to select the source on the screen is by using this graphical button and press until you see the right type of source. So for instance, in this case, you will have a green background on the screen. Another way to choose the source of the screen is using this button on the touch panel. And here you have a whole column of sources. So you can select your computer, you can select a secondary camera, you can choose color options, or you can choose a gradient. So let's try a gradient, and as I press here, you will see that the screen cycles which gradient it shows. You can also cycle between some predefined backgrounds, like here. And you can even include a custom background. So a custom background is a background you define by saving a custom background with this button. So we'll do that in a moment. Camera 2 means you will have any of these cameras selected for the screen. So let's choose the top camera, and you now see on the screen behind us, you see the top camera is being used, which is nice for close-ups. Saving a custom background will take a snapshot of the current recorded image and save that as a background you can put on the screen. The final and probably the most popular way of using the screen is to show your laptop image on it. So in this case, I've connected my laptop with the HDMI cable, and in the input source menu, I select computer for the screen, and I select HDMI as the computer source. There are a number of different options for attaching your computer in the walk-in studio. You can use traditional VGA, you can also have HDMI, or you can use mini DisplayPort. In this case, you find an HDMI cable in the room on the floor, which you can use if HDMI is your preferred way to connect. A special option for computer choice is the Wacom. And as I press this one, the Wacom digitizer we see right here will be selected as a source. We can turn on the digitizer. On the back of the screen there's a pen. You can use the pen to discard all the errors. And then you can choose a pen and you can write on the screen. To make sure that anything selected as the computer source is also shown on the screen behind you, you go to the screen section in the input source menu and you choose computer. When you're using your computer as an input source for your recorded signal, it can be useful to include yourself in the picture on the side. So this is called picture-in-picture, and you can either have your computer screen slided to the side, like going from the center, and then pushed a little bit to the side while you can see yourself here. And you can adjust the camera a little bit to zoom in on you. You can also choose a 16:9 picture-in-picture type where the picture-in-picture is in the corner instead. And if you want to adjust the size of this, you go to the settings menu right here. And there you can choose in which corner the picture-in-picture should be and how large it is. So let's say we put it up here, and then we can also make it even smaller like that. The option called 720p 50 1:1 is a kind of advanced option that will give you a 1:1 representation of all your pixels in case your laptop outputs 720p 50. The idea of this mode is if you make a screencast recording in the walk-in studio, you can avoid having scaling of your video input.